Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, it looks like all the ridiculing and antagonizing against Lil Durk for calling himself the voice of the streets has actually worked. Now today, after a rather shocking, I must say, story post that Durk put up, he made a post concerning the kids that have been dying left and right in Chicago, right? And he spoke against it, and he says that he actually wants to make a change towards this, and I guess he wants to use his voice now to make that change. Now, what took so long, I don't know, but I'd rather it better late than never. Alright, we're gonna get into all that, but before we do, man, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content, and I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest gangs on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. And let's get straight into it. Now, Lil Durk made a post today on his story, Instagram. He said this, right? He posted a picture which said, quote, "A 6 and 7-year-old girl was shot in Chicago. More than 250 kids have been shot and 32 have been killed in Chicago this year alone." Now, I'm not going to front. That is a crazy number. That's more than a crazy number. I don't want to get into the mercenaries and all the things that I always talk about that's running around in Chicago. If you know, you know. We're going to focus on this Lil Durk's post, right? I don't want to get too lost. Now, he put over it captioning this. He said, quote, "I be willing to help the best way I can, but some higher power act as if they don't care. This need to change in ASAP." Now, after everybody has been ridiculing and antagonizing and pointing fingers at Lil Durk all over YouTube, saying he's using his voice for all the wrong reasons. He called himself the voice of the streets, but every time he speaks, it seems like somebody is dying. And it's usually somebody around him. It's never him that's getting the bad end of the stick. It's the people around him. And not to mention, it just seems like his voice is being used for all the wrong things. Now, first you had him dissing the dad when he wasn't even doing that. But then he started off earlier this year dissing Duck left and right. Alright, so everybody been ridiculing him about that and just say he been using his voice the wrong way. If you want to be the voice of the streets, how about you start doing something positive? And I guess he has been listening, because look, he put up a post like this. Now, we also have to remember that he told us before he was going to stop dissing the dead in his songs, but we see what happened with that. He ended up doing it right after he said it. So I hope this isn't the same case when he's talking about helping out with Chicago. To be honest with you, I'd rather see it before I listen. I want to see action, because a lot of people talk, especially these rappers these days, they say they're going to do this and this and that, but a lot of oftentimes, if it don't benefit them, they ended up not doing it. So like I said, I want to actually see him put this into action, man, but I feel this is a step in the right direction. So for him to say this, I hope we all can hold him accountable, and I hope he just falls through. But I feel, I don't think that he's going to say something and not fall through. If we all just hold him accountable, I feel maybe, everything will go in the right direction. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is this. He said, "I'm going to help the best way I can, but some higher power act as if they don't care." Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that maybe he's referring to Kanye West, because who else could he be talking about? Kanye West is from Chicago. He's one of the biggest artists in the game right now. He has a whole lot of money, and he has an opportunity to change a lot of things in Chicago as well, but he just don't do it. But my thing is this: if you're going to do something for somebody, you're going to try to change the world or whatever you want to do, you're going to try to help Chicago, don't worry about the next man. Alright, that's like doing something and expecting something in return. You don't do it for that reason. You do it because you're doing it for the right, for the fact that it's the right thing to do. That's what integrity is. You're doing things when the right thing, when nobody's looking. You're doing things for the right reasons, opposed to trying to impress somebody, or opposed to, looking for something in return. So like I said, I just hope that That's not the case, and he just pulls through what he needs to do, man. We as the audience, we as the fan, we as the people, we need to hold him accountable and make sure he falls through with his word. Don't worry about the next man. Don't worry about Kanye West. Don't worry about who else from Chicago, Common, a whole bunch of other Chicago artists there are. But at the same time, I don't know, Kanye West, or he could be talking about Chief. He could be throwing jabs at Chief Keef too. You know how they like to do. They go back and forth with each other and make subliminals and all that. All right, so like I said, he could be talking about Chief Keef, but I doubt he's going to say that Chief Keef is a higher power, because let's be real, Lil Durk is not going to say that Chief Keef is actually, you know, a little more higher than him. You know, he feeling himself. He feeling like Chief Keef probably below him right now. He in his prime. He in his bag. So, like I said, the only person I got in my mind is Kanye West. But at the same time, like I said, I hope he doesn't worry about anybody else and just do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. And not to mention, there's a lot of things that Lil Durk can do, the people around him could do, that don't cost no money at all. And the number one thing that I think that he can do before putting any money out there, before he want to spend any money, before he want to do anything to help the youth, they could start by not dissing the dead. Stop dissing the dead. Stop dissing the ops. You know why? Because what that do is this, man. Them young dudes coming up, they glorify the Chief Keefs. They glorify the Lil Durks. So what they see them do, they're going to continue to do. It's like a pattern. Not to mention that whole drill culture, unfortunately, is based around dissing dead ops, dissing your ops. You know, up in the score, saying you killed this one and really doing it. The problem is, what that do is it creates a bad frequency. It creates a bad energy around. And what that's doing is putting it into the environment. That's all these kids know. Growing up, all they know is drill culture. And the bad part is the drill culture revolves around killing, revolves around dissing the dead ops. That's the bad part, and I think that they could start there before anywhere. Shout out to Ruger. He had a song that, you know, he did. Like I said, I always bring him up because he was one of the first ones that actually was saying, like, yo, we could stop this. We could stop dissing each other. I don't care about all that. Then what happened? Lil Durk turned around and dissed FBG Duck again. So my thing is this, man. If everyone could get on one accord, stop dissing each other's ops, and just get to the money, you can start there, and that don't cost no money. It don't cost nothing. Now, if you want to go out there and spend money, if you want to make a difference, how about you create recreation centers to have get these guys something to do, to get these kids something to do. Right now, they don't have nothing to do, and it's worse because COVID is around. They're not going to school. They're not doing nothing, so they sit in the house just watching videos, listening to music, you know, and it's toxic. So at the end of the day, man, if he want to make a difference, I feel that that's one of the things that he could do. Create opportunities. You know, just create opportunities. That's all these guys be wanting to do, man. A lot of these guys, young coming up, the Little Bulls, the TBs, the T-Roys, all these dudes that had this strong, powerful name, man, died at a very, very young age. And I feel that they were just a product of their environment. They had to do what they had to do. It's a kill or be killed environment. Now, if you could stop that environment from ensuing, then I'm pretty sure you could get different results. All right. So like I said, man, you can start off with that. Y'all let me know in the comments, how else could he help change what's going on in Chicago, man? Because kids are dying left and right, and the ages are getting lower and lower. We already know it's been at 13, 14, 15, you know, kids like that. But now it's getting lower. It's getting 10. It's getting 9. That's when it's getting weird. It's getting crazy, man. So like I said, y'all give some suggestions in the comment box of how y'all think that he could change Chicago by himself. And if he get help, you know, with the guys around him or whoever. I feel like it'll be dope if he could get a Chief Keef involved, a Lil Reese involved. If Rugo, that'd be big. If one of the ops decide they want to sit there and get involved as well, they don't even have to be in the same vicinity as each other. They don't have to be in the same area, but just let it be known to the youth growing up, like, yo, look, we working together to help y'all. That'll be dope right there in itself, man. That's a start. That's a big start in the right direction, man. A big step in the right direction. So, like I said, if he could get the help from Kanye, the help from Chief Keef, Lil Reese, Ruger, whoever, man, if he could just get a little bit of help, or even if he just do it himself, just take the step. That's all it takes sometimes, man. Just doing it. Being a leader, being a trendsetter. Alright, so I want y'all in the comments, man. Leave some suggestions that Lil Durk could do to change Chicago, and you know, hopefully he sees this, and hopefully he'll take heed to some of this and actually put it into action. So y'all let me know, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.